today's exercise, we're going to be concentrating on our core muscles, so they're our trunk muscles. We need to exercise those muscles, we need to keep them strong. They help us keep us upright. We use them for all functional movements throughout the day, be it a leisure activity, golf, tennis, even sitting there. They're the muscles that protect our spine. Out in the garden, carrying heavy shopping bags, or maybe picking up a small child. So we need to keep them strong, we need to keep them fresh, we need to keep them ready to fire to protect us and protect our lower back most importantly. Okay, so like any exercise, we're going to start off with a warm-up. So just marching on the spot, we're just going to bring those knees up a little bit higher as we start to warm up. Start activating a lot of those muscles that we're going to be using today for today's workout. Okay, so take it up a little bit higher and a little bit wider. Swap around to kicking our feet up to our back. Also called boots to glutes. And coming back to the front again, just show you what we're going to do next. We're going to do a single leg knee up. So stabilising on our, just go left leg first, go right foot behind, up into a knee, up into a knee up. Okay, this exercise does challenge you quite a bit, especially your balance. If you're not up for it at this stage, you can choose to hold on to, whether it's a wall or a tree or wherever you are, even a chair, it's as long as it's a stable one. And if you're quite experienced at this and you find it quite easy, you go right down and then right up, knee it up right high in the air. Okay, let's swap sides. You will always find one side better than the other as I look for some stable ground. That's my excuse anyway. As we warm up into the exercise, let's try and increase the range that we're doing with each repetition. Okay, it's coming back to the start. We'll do a couple of twists. So, twisting from side to side, and straight away we'll throw a punch in there as well. Really important, that trailing leg, we're pivoting up on that leg. Okay, we don't want to fix those feet to the ground. We want to pivot when we rotate, just to prevent any extra stress on our knees, knees, ankles or hips, or even lower back. Let's take those punches up a little bit higher. If you have any shoulder issues, just keep them down low. Okay, let's come back to standing on the spot. We're going to do a couple of deadlifts. I'll explain how to do these while standing on the side to you. Okay, so soft knees, and what I mean by that, they're not locked out. Soft knees, feet shoulder width apart. Let's keep that the natural curve of our spine there. Let our hands just hang free. And up. So down and up. This is an exercise that you can use dumbbells or a barbell or any type of weights, a couple of water bottles, a couple of tins of beans, anything that you might find lying around the home. But bear in mind, this is just a warm up at this stage. So when we do come up also, we're going to give our glutes and our hamstrings a bit of a squeeze, okay, when we get to the top of the exercise. It'll just help them wake up, help them to be activated for the workout ahead. Couple more. That will do us. Okay, so we're going to move into the exercise part now. So with the exercises today, they're all going to be a paired exercise. There's going to be 3 stations, and it's going to be an exercise where we challenge our front, and the next exercise we're going to turn around and challenge our back more so, and then go through that twice through. Okay, so first of all, we're going to hop down on our mat or our towel. Okay, make yourself nice and comfortable, legs around 90 degrees there. So what we're going to be doing first is a bridge. Okay, so to do that, we're going to push our hips up towards the sky. If you're inside, hips up towards the ceiling. Okay, so pushing up. When we get to the top of the exercise, we're going to give our glutes a squeeze. For those of you who aren't up to a high standard at this stage, you can, when you do come back down, you can put your backside on the ground and have a quick rest. Otherwise, I want you to try and keep that suspended for the entire duration of this particular set. Couple more, and I'm going to come on to all fours. We're going to do some mountain climbers. Okay, great. Let's come over onto all fours. Okay, so I'm going to give you two options with this exercise, depending on where you're at with your skill level at this stage. Whether you want to be on all fours like this, or if you're quite advanced, you can come up into a push-up position. So the exercise is bring your knee up to meet your elbow, and then swapping sides. So for the more advanced ones, it's going to be like this. So this is the mountain climber. Very challenging exercise. This for our upper body, trying to keep us still, keep us strong. It's a static exercise, and for our core, our abdominal muscles, we're giving them a good blast as well. Okay, so if you're doing the kneeling option. Okay, couple more, and we'll now come onto our back again for a second set of glute bridges. Okay. Really important to bring your navel in to protect your spine. So when I say to protect your spine by bracing your core, I don't mean bracing it to 100% of your ability. What I mean is it's probably be wanting to brace your core to about 5 to 10% of your strength and what you're able to. If you are going to activate it too much, you're going to fatigue quite quickly, and then you're not going to be able to brace that core and protect your spine. And if that's the case, well, we're going to leave ourselves open for injury if we're not protecting it. So we only want to do it around 5 to 10% of drawing that navel in and activating our core. Don't forget, give your glutes a squeeze when we get to the top of the exercise. Might start to becoming a little bit fatigued now. And that's good, because we're just about to give our backside and our back a rest and come back around to the mountain climbers. So once again, on all fours if you want, or up on your toes for the more experienced ones. Okay, so climb away. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, so we're gonna come back on our back now. We're gonna do some toe touches. So legs in the same position they were before for the glute bridges. Okay, so toe touches up around the side, touching our toes. If we don't have the flexibility or the strength to take us that high yet, we just want to get as far as we can, and that will do. That'll still give us a good exercise. So this exercise is targeting our side of our trunk here, which is your real oblique muscles. Couple more, I'm going to come over onto all fours. Okay, so for the second part of this exercise, we're doing bird dogs. So once again, on all fours, and this time everyone's going to be on all fours. Okay, so keeping that natural curve of the spine there. There are two options though. The first option is the most difficult, so we're going to bring our left arm out with our left leg. Okay, then swap it up, right arm, right leg. If that's a little bit too much for you and you drop your hip or you hike your hip up, what we're going to do is just a single limb at a time. So we can go left arm, right arm. But otherwise, we're going to do the full bird dog. So the point of this exercise is the body's ability to keep your trunk level with the ground whilst you're extending your limbs. Okay, so, and to do that, it involves a lot of your stabilisation in your core muscles. Okay, that will do us for that one. Let's come back for our second round. Once you're in position, straight into some toe touches. And that will do it. Let's back to our second set of bird dogs. Okay, let's start off left arm, right leg for those of you who are at that level. Otherwise, just a single limb at a time. So drawing that navel in, like I was talking about before, 5 to 10% activation will do it. As we're starting to become a little bit fatigued, don't want that hip dropping down, I want to keep the hip still parallel with the ground. Stretching out as far as you can. The further you stretch out, the greater the instability to your center of balance, and therefore the greater challenge to your core. And that will do us. Okay, let's come back onto our back. We're going to do some basic crunches now. So once again, legs in the same position as we have for the previous couple of exercises. So the crunches we're going to do is, they're just a basic curl up crunch. We don't want to come up too high, okay? That places too much stress on our lower back, and and also disengages the muscles you're trying to use. Okay, so picture yourself just peeling up off the mat or the towel or whatever you have. Okay, so we only want to come out about 30 degrees or so, not leading with our head, probably leading with our upper back, so really you'd be leading with your chest, so just peeling up. Okay, so once again, drawing that belly button in, and you'll feel these muscles here being activated, which are your abdominal muscles. You can put your hands wherever you feel comfortable with, whether that's over the opposite shoulder or up beside your head. Bear in mind, if you do put your hands up near your head, you're not to grab hold of your head, you just put them there to rest on either side of your temple. Couple more. Okay, good work. Come over onto all fours. So we're going to do some push-ups with a push-up static position with just a tap out in front to an imaginary object. Okay, so once again, for those advanced ones, up into a push-up position, otherwise just on all fours. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick an item out in front of you, say a foot or so, whether it is something there, whether you've got your water bottle there. Otherwise, just want to reach out, touch that item, and back. Okay, so for the push-up variant. Couple more. Okay, great. Let's come back onto our back and do a second set of crunches. So legs 90 degrees again, thereabouts. Maintaining that curve in your lower spine there. When you come up, when you peel up, you don't want to be flattening that back out. Okay, so peeling up. Concentrating on your breathing. You're starting to become a little bit fatigued now, so when you're peeling up, it should be blowing up. Let's go 3 more. 2 to go. And 1 more. And we're done. Okay, let's roll over again. Push up position with a touch on an imaginary object, or it might be a real object if you have your drink bottle there. Okay, so either on all fours or up in a static push up position. Okay, a couple more. Great work. Let's come back to our feet. Do a well-deserved stretch now. Okay, so obviously quite busy around here today, around the trunk region, so you're going to find it a little bit sore over the coming days. And if you do, well, you know you've worked hard and you probably deserve that soreness. Okay, so, and if you wake up tomorrow morning, you're a little bit sore, a little bit tight, by all means go back through and we'll do this stretch sequence that we're going to do now. Let's do that again. Okay, so start off, arms out to the side, pushing your chest up towards either the ceiling or the sky. As we start to try and slow our breathing and our heart rate. Okay, bring our right arm across our body, and with our left arm we're going to lock that in there, so giving our upper back and our shoulder stretch here. Okay, swap sides. Okay, next one I'll demonstrate on the sides. So we're going to bring our hands behind our back, lock them together. If you can't get them together, just get them as close together as you can. So lock them together and look forward. Okay, soften our knees a little bit, raise our arms for an upper shoulder stretch. If you have any issues with your shoulder, it's probably hurt a little bit, and if it does, we don't want that to happen, so we're just going to back it off until where you feel comfortable, where you are getting a stretch, but where you're not actually hurting any existing injuries that you may have. Okay, let's give our upper body a bit of a shake out. Okay, so we'll do some lower body stretches. Okay, let's put our right foot out, hands on top of our right knee just to lock that leg out. Try and point our toes up towards the sky. Okay, swapping sides. And we're going to come back down onto our mat, give ourselves a quad stretch. Okay, so first of all, let's lie on our left side with our right leg. We're going to grab our ankle or any part of your shoe or bottom of your pants. If that's all you can manage, that's absolutely fine. And you should be feeling that stretch down through here in your quads. We haven't really worked our legs today, but there's always an opportune time. If you can do some stretching, it's a really good thing to do. Keep yourself supple, limber, and also helps preventing any injuries that may eventuate. Okay, I'll swap sides for the purposes of the viewers, otherwise you guys can just roll over. Okay, so opposite side. Okay, we're going to finish off with an ab stretch now. So, lying on your back, let's keep our legs out straight, hands above your head, and stretch out as far as you can. You should really start to feel a lot of those muscles that we've worked today stretch out. Really good time to slow your breathing down, really concentrate on that breathing and slowing it down. Okay. Come back onto all fours. We're gonna do a few cat camels and then we're done. Okay, so on all fours, so pushing up and then dropping that predominantly your lower back, but it is moving your entire back in this sequence. So just a nice fluid motion. Okay, let's come back to our feet, nice and slow. A bit of a shake out. And thank you. I really hope you've enjoyed today's workout. Bye-bye.